into the 120 volt AC power line. Don't plug your artworks in 120 volt AC or they will blow up, obviously. Bye. What the are you doing? What? Just close the door next time. What? Now let's make the same setup as the guy in the video. What the are you doing? What? Just close the door next time. What? Are you doing? What? Just close the door next time. What? I want to break free. As I mentioned in my other video, a power supply like this one that can generate 70 amps doesn't necessarily hurt you at all if the voltage is set very low. Observe. No! Who the hell set this to 25 volts? Before using a power supply, always make sure its level is set properly. I'll be using my power supply here connected to these wires. This power supply can generate 20 volts, 150. Yes, it generates 20 volts and 150 amps. Let's short it in a more controlled manner. Well, you see when I short it, the voltage goes almost to... I was saying, when you short it together, the voltage you can see goes to 0 and the current goes to 150. It's hot. The power supply is set to 20 volts and I'm holding the wires with my fingers. I can't even weld with this power supply. Although this power supply can generate huge amounts of current, it can't send it through my body because it's only set to 20 volts. I can't even feel it on my fingers. I like to put it on my tongue, but before that, I have to reduce the voltage to something like 1 volt because, you know, the resistance of the tongue is much smaller than the skin. And still, if I short the power supply, I get the same 150 amps. Okay, you can see it still sparks. Let's try it out. What the f? I thought I set it to 1 volt. Shoot. Let's connect it up. Oop. I probably connected backwards. My luck is I never connected right the first time. No, it doesn't work? Are you kidding me? Not only it's completely broken, its 50 amp fuse is blown. Who designed this shit? Reverse polarity protection relying on a 50 amp fuse to blow? Seriously? It's like cutting your dick to prevent pregnancy. I replaced the fuse and now if I connect my mushy multimeter to the input terminals of the inverter in reverse, I can clearly see that there is a diode drop voltage across the terminals. Now I like to plug my inverter into the outlet of my house so I can power more things. And for that I made this harness that you can plug to both sides. First you plug it to the inverter. Anytime you connect a power harness, connect it to your load side first so you wouldn't short your power supply or shock yourself. This is probably the most stupid harness one can make because it exposes high voltage on both sides, so don't make it. Let's very carefully plug it in. Yes, we have to make sure our load is not powered from a different source, like the city power. Now we can safely plug them in.
apparently it was breaker number 2. Always make sure you open the correct breaker by connecting a light or something into the plug. But here's a redneck way of knowing which one is the correct breaker. Just short the plug in question and the correct breaker opens. Don't do it.
But 2016 was already gone.